Hi, and welcome back to another podcast with your favorite host, one and only host, me, Sneha Thomas. Welcome to Midnight Conversations with me. So, what am I here to talk about today? I'm here to talk about the one and only topic I ever talk about on this podcast, which is the topic of love. I'm here to talk about love, but specifically, what about love am I here to talk about? I'm here to talk about love in its form of begging. This is probably something that I need to hear for myself, that I'm just speaking into existence for all of my viewers to listen to too. But here today I'm going to talk about what is love and when is it worth fighting for. To me, the moment that you have to beg for it, it loses its value. What does that mean? A lot of times guys say, well, how am I supposed to read your mind? How am I supposed to know? You're not supposed to read my mind. You're not supposed to just magically know. Majority of the time, it's something I've probably already mentioned or passive aggressively said, or maybe just straight up been like, yo, fucking listen to me, but you're not. You're not listening. You're not paying attention. You're not even remembering. To me, loving someone means being intuitive, being understanding, knowing them, seeing them, and listening to them. A form of love that I have seemed to become very accustomed to is the form of love that is known as begging. I do this a lot when it comes to my friends, past relationships, past friendships. It might just come from being a people pleaser / a satisficer, if that's even a word. Essentially, what I mean by love in its form of begging somebody, I mean having to repeat yourself over and over again, over the same thing, about the same thing, over and over again, means you're begging somebody. I think one of the first things that I have to become accustomed to before I fall in love again is being accustomed to the idea that people are not meant to understand you. Not everybody is going to understand you. The people who want to understand you will, but not everybody is going to. And not everybody is supposed to. They can only understand you to the amount that they are able to, not to the amount that you want them to. Not everyone is going to get you the way you want them to get you. So when you're with people and you're talking to people who don't get you and understand you, getting them to love you will also feel like you're begging them to, because you're begging them to figure out how to love you the way you want to be loved and the way that you deserve to be loved. The point of today's video is for me to explain to you guys, don't ever beg someone to love you. Don't ever catch yourself begging someone to notice you, or to pay attention to you, or to love you, or to spend time with you, or to want to talk to you. These things should come naturally to the people that love you. Wanting to talk to you, wanting to spend time with you, wanting to hear about your day, and wanting to know how you are things that should come naturally to the people that love you. They're things that the people who love you want to do and aren't doing it because you're asking them to do it. The people that love you won't think that loving you is a chore, won't feel like loving you is too much. They won't feel like you're requiring too much. Because the people that love you, even if you are requiring so much, are going to be willing to give you everything. Because they love you. And they're afraid of losing you. When you beg somebody to love you or to do something for you or to act right for you, you need to immediately think, this person is not incapable of doing this. They just do not care that not doing this is hurting you. And what does that mean? It means the thing that you're asking for is never too much to the right people. But if somebody is making it feel like too much, or if someone is making you wonder if you're asking for too much, it means that person is incapable of doing it for you. And hurting you isn't hurting them. If you've asked them 100 times, you think on the 101st time things are going to change. No. If you're talking to somebody in your life and you're having a conversation with them and the conversation feels familiar, like you've almost had the same exact conversation with this person once before, most of the time you've already had the conversation again. I guess 1 or 2 times I let it slide, and I think this is okay. Maybe they just didn't get it the first time, but the second time they'll understand. By the 5th or 6th time, if they don't get it, they're not going to get it on the 100th time, or the 200th, or the 300th time. You just have to accept that this is who this person is, and they are not willing to change for you. I think the saddest thing that a person can do is beg someone to spend time with them, or find time for them. I do it, and I think it's the saddest thing that I can do, is having a conversation with the people that I care about and being like, dude, I just feel like we don't spend enough time together and it's hurting me, and they don't do anything about it. I took the step of coming to you and saying, hey, I value you and I love you in my life, that I want more of you. I can't get enough of you. I want more time with you. I want more of your availability. And then that person being incapable of finding time for you, they just don't want to spend it with you. They have other people that they would much rather be spending it with. You are not their first choice. Oof. Nothing hurts worse than finding out that the people you would call first wouldn't call you first. Nothing hurts me worse than that. I don't know if people relate or get what I'm saying, but nothing hurts me worse than feeling like an option or not a priority. And nothing makes me feel more pathetic than begging someone to hang out with me. And I do it all the time. I do it all the time because I understand that I only have right now. I understand that you are important enough to me that if today was my last day here, I'd want to spend it with you. That just in case I don't have tomorrow, I'd want at least 5 minutes to talk to you right now, just in case I don't have tomorrow with you. That's how I think all the time. It's not like work or a routine or a schedule of stuff that I have to do that I just can't leave off to tomorrow. They're people. There is no guarantee that they're going to be here tomorrow. Let me put this in a different way. The things that you are so focused on and saying that you're so busy that you don't have the time to talk to the people that you care about today because you got to do all these things right now. When you die, can you take any of those things with you? No. You can't take your job with you. You can't take your salary with you. You can't really take anything materialistic with you. But I truly believe that the things that you can take with you are the memories and the feelings and the time that you spent with the people that were here. So that's why it doesn't matter to me what I'm doing. If someone that I loved called me and said they needed me, even if it was just because they were bored, I'd drop what I was doing and be with them. Because what if that's the last time they call? What if they don't call you again? Wouldn't you want to have said yes to the last time they could have called? I don't know why I'm getting so emotional about this. I feel like I've talked about this before, and I think I really strayed away from the original topic. Basically, the point of all of this is that if you recognize the importance of making sure you find the time to talk to people, make sure that the people in your life also recognize that importance. Never, ever catch yourself begging somebody to make time for you. Don't ever do that. Because once you start begging someone to find the time, you're always going to be begging them to find the time. Trust me on that. The moment you start begging someone to love you correctly, you're never going to stop begging them to love you correctly. Because when somebody shows you exactly who they are, that is all they're ever going to be to you. And sometimes the hard reality is people might change, but they are not required to change for you, no matter how willing you are to change for them. It's the hard truth. And it's a truth that I am still learning to accept. But at the end of the day, if you're ever begging somebody to love you correctly, make time for you, understand you, see you, that should be the alarm that goes off in your head. It tells you, I am not supposed to beg you, because if you truly loved me, then you would know how to do all of these things already. So I leave you with this. Don't beg somebody to make time for you. There are 24 hours in a day. There is always enough time. Don't ever beg somebody to understand you, because the people that love you truly love you. They understand you. And don't ever beg someone to love you. Because if you ever have to beg someone to love you, just know they're never gonna love you the way you want them to love you. How they love you in that moment is exactly all you're gonna get. If you sit there in front of them and beg them and say, this is how I need to be loved, love me like this, listen to what they show you. Because because that's going to be the rest of your life. When a teacher tells you to do something, you immediately do it. Why? Because you have a fear of getting in trouble. It's the same thing. When someone you love tells you something you're doing is hurting them, you immediately change your action. Why? Because you have a fear of losing them, and you have a fear of ever hurting them again. But if they keep up the same actions, they don't fear losing you, and they don't fear hurting you, why would you ever beg someone who doesn't fear losing or hurting you to love you? That's all I leave you with. Okay, bye.